I'm not cooking for you, was what he said. So this was what the coach of the golf team at my college, so I went to Swarthmore College outside of Philadelphia, and we were having a meeting to get organized because every spring the golf team would go to North Carolina during spring break. And a couple of years previous to that, the coach, we had a different coach, and his wife had come and they had just taken care of everything. But we had a new coach. He was a middle-aged guy, a businessman type, and he was like, yeah, I'm happy to be your coach, but I'm happy to take you down there, but I ain't cooking for you guys. You're on your own. Okay, and by the way, let me just be clear here. I was on the golf team at Swarthmore College, not because I'm a good golfer, but because I had brought my clubs to school with me because I could finish a round and because they needed bodies. Like, let's be clear here. This is not about quality, this is about free golf. But anyway, so we started talking amongst the team, like, okay, so can you cook something? Can you cook something? And now I have a whole lot of cooking expertise. I grew up in a family where both my father and my mother cooked at different points in time. People traveled. I didn't really associate cooking as being something that one person in a family did. It was something that got shared around. So I had some background knowledge of basic cooking skills as a college student. But I was sort of shocked to realize, as we were quickly discussing amongst us, that I had way more cooking knowledge and food planning knowledge than anybody else on the team. So I became the default chef and meal planner, etc. We get down to North Carolina, we go off to the grocery store, and I'm the one who's going, okay, so we need, 2 pounds of ground meat because we want to make burgers and blah, blah, blah. Okay. And I ended up being the one who has to do most of the cooking. So the first day, I honestly don't remember what the menus were, but it was like the first day was like, okay, we can make spaghetti. Yes, we can make spaghetti. We made spaghetti, everybody ate, it was fine. And the next day we made burgers and that worked out reasonably well. And the next day after that, I tried to make a really complicated recipe for beef stroganoff. That did not work well, but that's a different story. And I'm getting tired of this because I'm always being the one doing the cooking for this whole team. Now, the other thing you have to know about this is that we were always in North Carolina on the week that is the first week of the NCAA men's basketball tournament. So everybody didn't want to be in the kitchen. They wanted to be in the living room watching the TV, watching the games. So. And I basically put my foot down on Thursday when the games really started happening. I was like, look, I did all this cooking, but you guys do this. We'll do something really simple that even you guys who don't know anything about cooking can take care of. Fine, we'll do grilled cheese. Like, this is not hard. You can make grilled cheese sandwiches. And so I got all the materials for them. They set them up with the griddle, and I went into the living room to start watching some basketball. And I'm sitting there, and there's sounds happening from the kitchen, and et cetera, and then there's nothing, a whole lot of muttering and whispering happening. And Brian? Yeah? It's smoking. Is it supposed to be smoking? Okay, so I go into the kitchen and I look, and they have clearly burned a whole set of sandwiches. Like, what's the problem here? Okay. Did you butter it? Did you call it? Oh, you have to butter it? Oh. Okay. Nobody ever told us this. Okay, fine. So you gotta butter it so it won't burn. Fine. And I go back into the living room and I sit down and I start watching. And about 5 or 10 minutes later, Ryan, yeah, they're smoking again. And I traipse my way back into the kitchen and try and look at what happened. They clearly burned a whole nother set of sandwiches. Like, did you butter them? Yeah, we buttered them, okay? Show me what you did, okay? So we put them, we took the bread and we put the butter on it and we put the cheese on it and we folded them together. And this is the moment when I realized that a whole team full of extremely intelligent college-aged kids could not figure out that if you wanted to butter the sandwich to keep it from burning, you needed to butter the outside. And so I made grilled cheese sandwiches for the next half an hour or so. There's no real end to this story other than just sort of the realization that intelligence, the academic book smarts, and the real world life skills that we need to live do not highly correlate with each other. And that I remain grateful to both of my parents for equipping me with enough, not just cooking knowledge, but logical knowledge to go, wait a second, if the butter's supposed to be doing a certain purpose, maybe it needs to be on the part that faces the hot thing.